That's the wrong intro, but anyway, welcome my friends. That was the intro video. That's the wrong intro. The intro we wanted.
I told you.
He did. Look, hold on. This is the intro we wanted. Hold on. Let's go! That's the intro we wanted, my friends. Hope you're all...
We need a new host.
We need a new host, yeah. How's everyone going? Hope everyone is well in the chat. We can see we got loads of new people here. Let me see in the chat quickly. I don't know why Bidia's looking to the side because he's looking cool. I see DG there, 1-1. Scruffy, I think I saw Ruby. I think I saw Blonde in the Bay, which I think is Jess. Am I right? I think. Jessica, even Jessica. DG's in the house. Welcome, my friends. Ruby's in the house. Welcome, Ruby. And I know I missed a name. Hold on a second. Let me just quickly see if I can find it. I missed someone up here. Oh, here you go. Super Mario Glitch. I knew I missed someone. Let's see if this button works here. It works. Hey, it does work. But hold on. I need to do something. Hold on. Let me just. Where is this button? You got a chat, but it's all the way up there. I need to bring it back down. Is it this one? Nope. Hold on, my friends. So how's it? Let me know in the chat. How's everyone doing? What you been up to? How's your week going? How's your weekend going? Hold on a second. Why can't I find this one here? Give me a sec, my friends. This is so annoying. You guys can see. Oh, there we go. Hold on, my friends. There we go. Let me just bring it down. So if I do that, you can see it. Right, so you can see today we got a lot of chat today. We're going to be talking all about the Nintendo Direct. Things that have happened. There's been a lot of rumors. Some people, basically hinted heavily on it that it's Thursday. I've come out and said that I've been told Thursday. So we're going to talk about the Direct a little bit more than we have in the last few days. Talk about maybe what me and Bidia want from the Direct, what we're expecting.
A new Yoshi game?
A new Yoshi game. Yeah, a new Yoshi game. We're gonna look at some articles and stuff like that. Then we're gonna talk about the news that Sony might be looking to expanding its games onto other systems. They've done it a little bit already on PC with The Last of Us. They got Helldivers on Xbox now, but is The Last of Us about to appear on the Switch 2? Are we gonna take all of the PlayStation 5 games. I think we might. And to help me get through this, my friends, to help me get through it is my good friend, my best friend in the YouTube world, Bidia507. Bidia, how's it going? How are you?
One more time, enjoy myself with you right now. So,
Sauce?
what up, people? Let me introduce myself, bro. What's going on?
Don't enjoy yourself with me too much.
Yeah, that's true. Pause. So one more time here, I'm glad to be here. One more time, Beta507. They call me, and the likewise are shiny. They call me Mandigo-san and other sons.
Wow.
So let's go. I'm glad to be here.
Let me know, by the way, people, everyone in the chat, if you can hear me and Bidia, are we the same level? To either one of us need to go up or down in volume. Tony's in the house. Kuromiko's in the house. Crafty's in the house. It's Horizon. Horizon's been here before, right? Just in case. This is for you and for everyone in the chats, my friend. Yes, so, we've come prepared, my good friends, because what's happened recently, let me show you what's happened recently. If we go on X, some things broke out on X late last night, and it was to do with the Nintendo Direct. So hopefully, if I go to this window here, is it going to work? Back funciona video. Hold on a second. Hold on, because I've got a window there that we don't want. Give me 1 second. Let me get rid of the YouTube thing. Here we go. Right, so if we come over here, booyah, you can see my X screen Bidia icon, unless he looks on his phone. But Bidia, you know what it looks like? In the other screen, it looks like you're too close to the edge. I need to change you because it looks like you're trying to kiss me. It looks like he's trying to kiss my cheek. He's like right there. Over there. So look, all right. So this is my X account, right? And so yesterday I posted something. Where was it? That it was that Necro Felipe, the editor of Universo Nintendo. You can see it here. He posted in Portuguese, and I think if I click on it, you should be able. Oh, can you not translate it? It doesn't let you translate. Well, I'll translate it. It basically says I've booked off next Thursday. Right? That's what the editor of Universo Nintendo has said there. I've booked off next Thursday. So I replied. Of course I replied. And what I said was, I said, is what I said. I said, what a coincidence. I am also taking Thursday off, being ready and hoping for after info. So you can see here that I posted up a link to a stream scheduled for the 31st of July, the Thursday. And that happens just to be when I have been told the Nintendo Direct will happen. Now, like I've said lots of times on YouTube, lots of times, I'm not a leaker, I'm not an insider, I don't know loads of people in the industry. It just so happens, that this information's come my way, and I know someone in a good position to know this kind of stuff. But whereas, many people many insiders have multiple sources that they can verify things with, I only know this one person. And so I've been saying be cautious, because even though I've heard all this stuff and everything they've told me so far has come to be, right? So they told me that there was a direct in July when everyone was saying June. And then when everyone was saying the direct was going to be in the first or second week, they told me before then that no, it's the last week. They said, no, last week. So everything they told me up until this point has been correct. When other people were saying other things. And then a while ago, they mentioned to be the 31st. And I left. I didn't mention it for a little while. I mentioned it to, doesn't matter, but I didn't mention it on X or anything. I waited a little bit. And in between then, they mentioned the 31st again. And then when I saw what Necro Felipe had posted on X, which was this thing basically hinting, he's not saying there's a direct on Thursday, he's hinting at it, right? He's saying, I'm booking Thursday off. I've booked Thursday off, is basically what he said. So I asked again, and I heard back today that it seems Thursday is what they're hearing, Thursday is what they've been told, and Thursday is what I've been told. So that's just what I've been told. Of course, a lot of people are going to look towards Nate the Hay, and generally, and I'm the same. I'll wait to see what he says, because he's the ultimate voice, and he's the one who has the connections, and when he says something, it's it's a sure thing, right? So I still say look, let's see what he says, but as of now, the source has told me everything so far that's been correct has told me the 31st. And I know other insiders I've spoken to, they've been told the 31st as well. So I'm not the only one that's been told the 31st. But so it's encouraging. And the more I think about it, I don't know what video I think, the more I think about it, it kind of makes sense, because you think it won't be a Monday because they would have announced it today. They usually announce it the day before. And so that means they could announce it for Tuesday, right? On Monday, let's say. But on Tuesday, it's that online play test. The play test is like Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. I think it's like early Tuesday into Wednesday, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, so
any type of information? It's a 10 out of 10 game.
Oh my god! So the play. Well, first of all, did anyone in the chat play the last play test that Nintendo did? Did anyone in the chat have a play of it? Let me just have a quick look at the chat. Let's see what the chat is saying. So I can see Bidia. I think Tony's saying that we sound all right. I think that's what he's saying. It's Horizon says Thursday makes sense before the financial report. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Nate the Hate is the new Pyoro. He says that was DG. Tony says let's see what Tony says. Tony says same thing, a bit less lately since I usually finish the fame passes pretty quickly. Oh, I don't know. He's talking to someone else. I think the Captain Rye is in now. How's it going, Captain Rye? But yeah, we're just having to talk about this direct. So I'll be saying kind of like what I have heard and what I expect and what that might mean. Welcome, Kuromiko. And yes, it is Jess. Welcome, Jess. And so yeah, that's what I've been told, right? There you go. Wait, someone in the chat played. Someone in the chat said that they have played the test. It was, hold on, where did I see it? It was Israel Light. And I'm gonna, hold on, I don't know, you might be new. Hand clap to you. I played. So what did you think? It's Horizon says, no, I tried. They make the applications during working hours. It's impossible, yeah. It was, I don't know.
We can talk about it?
We weren't allowed to talk about it at the time, and we weren't allowed to record any footage or share any footage or anything like that. I shared it to Bidia. So like, but it was terrible. It was, I don't know what it was. It's obviously meant for something else. It seemed like this big, I thought it's what ended up being is like the Welcome Tour. Then it switched to Welcome Tour, but apparently it's not. It was, I don't know what it was. It was this thing called beacons, and like you had to climb to these different platforms to send these like beacons of light or messages or something. It was like and in other parts it looked like you were in some kind of factory. Like I didn't understand what the point of it was, and it looked a little bit Minecrafty as well. But it didn't make me I couldn't figure out what type of game it was from it. It was really difficult. I didn't understand. Israelite says, yeah, it was kind of meh, very weird. Yeah, I didn't understand what it was. Captain Wright says, no, because I don't have a Switch 2. I am excited for it direct, hopefully to get announced by Nintendo. We're going to talk to see what else people want. We spoke a little bit already, me and Bidia, what we wanted from the direct. So we're going to talk about it a little bit more. And then, so if I go back to the X, so you can see, right, that's what I put down, right? I'm expecting Thursday. That's what I've been told. And then, though, I saw that if we go over to... Hold on, let me show you. Here we go. Where is it? Nash Weedor. Hold on, because Nash Weedor, he actually hinted at it as well massively when he was on with me and Bidia. Let me see if I can... Yeah, he also... well, I'm not going to speak for him. But hold on, if I go here, give me a sec. Let me just... Nash Weedor. So... Nash Riddle posted here. Here we go. I might be able to play. Let me just see. Hold on. Oh, you know, I realized it doesn't have subtitles. Basically, what Nash Riddle was saying here, I asked him when he thought the direct was going to be, and he said, "Oh, I think it's going to be the 31st or the 31st." I mean, sorry. And I think he basically like messed up on purpose, because I think he was like hinting the 31st as well, because he's been told that as well. And so now you have it, like there's a few people that seem to be told the 31st. So it's very interesting. So at the moment, I'm very, very hopeful it's Thursday. I hope it's sooner. But But at least from what I've been told, I've been told Thursday, and I know other insiders have been told Thursday as well. So I come back to Bidia. What do you think about this, Bidia? What do people in the chat think about this? Does Thursday make sense to you? Do you are you still hopeful, or are you waiting to see what Nate the Hate says? And you know, what kind of direct do you want it to be? Like a main one, a partner showcase?
What Nash Widow say about it? Can you talk about it? What Nash Widow thinks or says on X about the supposedly direct?
So what Nash Widow put today, he put a clip of the podcast me, you, Bidia, and Nash did.
Yeah.
And there's a clip where I ask him what day he thinks the direct's going to be. And he says, he says like this, I think it's, I'll say it in Spanish first for Bidia. He says, bueno, creo que de 31 al 31, digo, es lo que dice, así, no, pero como de broma. So that's what he said, right? So he basically said, I think the direct's going to be the 31st, between the 31st and the 31st. I mean, and so, you know, but someone picked up on it in the chat. Someone said, I think Nash Widows leaked the date. And Nash Widow he was making like a private joke between me and him, because to be honest now, I had said, you know, I was spoken to him and said, like, you know, I had heard the 31st. And I don't want to speak for what he's heard, but you can see by what he was joking in our conversation, you can make your own minds up about what Nash Widow thinks. And then seemingly now, Nicola Felipe, who, you know, some of you might know, he's the editor of Universo Nintendo, which is a Brazilian Nintendo publication. And he's come out with a lot of leaks in the past, right, as well. So he seems to be hinting at Thursday as well. So there you go. That's the latest on what I have on the direct, right? That's everything caught up. That's what I've been told, and that's what I'm hearing at the moment. So Bidia, are you excited for this possible direct this week? And
I'm
if
excited.
you are, what do you expect from it?
First, I'm excited. I want to see what Nintendo can bring to the table right now. We have like 2 months right now with the Switch, right? Or a month and a half.
Let's go there. Yeah, like almost 2 months, I think. Yeah,
so I see people excited. I mean, I see some sort of thing. People are hungry for more games. So yeah, but we want to see what we can have late on this year 2025. So like I say in the past podcast, I hope we can see something with Metroid Dread, like a 4K 60 or 180 120, something like that. Would like to see that on the next direct. So I really don't know what you all on the chat want from this direct. I would like to see that and right now from you also. So from ATV, I really don't know what you want, bro.
Oh my god, there's so many games. Let us know in the chat first what you guys want to see in the direct, and then I'm gonna read some of what your comments say. But so man, you know, like every time there's a Nintendo direct and then you get your hopes up so big. And then sometimes, I know whenever the direct comes out, I think Bidia always likes them slightly more than me. I'm always a bit more like negative, and Bidia is always a bit more positive. And so sometimes I get very, very excited. And then when it arrives, I'm like, it's okay. But I expect this one to be a big one. I expect it to be a big one. I expect it to be third party heavy third party. I've just, you know, a little bit of what I heard. I haven't heard about any specific game, but I have heard that a couple of publishers, obvious ones, are going to be there. I expect Square Enix to be there, and I expect Capcom to be there. And so, like, out of Square Enix, of course, Final Fantasy VII. I think there'll be even another Final Fantasy VII. Another Final Fantasy as well on the side of 7, maybe 14. I think Final 14. Fantasy 14, maybe.
But why 14 and not 16 or 15?
Man, I can't tell you. I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay. I won't say nothing.
But maybe, but I'm not sure. It's a theory, more than a theory from something I've heard, but I'm not sure.
Wait, 1 second. In the chat, someone can tell me if Final Fantasy 16 is only on PlayStation, or you can buy that game on PC or in Xbox. I think it's only on PlayStation, right?
Yeah. Let us know, because I'm not really sure either. And I don't know if someone said already, but can someone let us know if our volumes are okay? Like if I'm too loud or Bidia's not loud enough, so I can just adjust the volumes if it needs to be. So someone just let me know, because I don't know if someone answered already, but I didn't see. I see what the chat says. So DG says, I hope for Mario RPG 2. Right, yeah, Mario RPG 2, he says. Tony says there aren't too many big games coming up now aside from Kirby, so new announcements are needed. 100%. Ruby says, I want more Tomodachi Life. Tomodachi Life is so good. It's Horizon says he saw some of the leaks. She saw some of the leaks. Which leaks are you talking about, Horizon? Oh, wait 1 second. Who's it? Don't worry, bien guapo eres. Si soy guapo. Someone says bien guapo eres. Yo, Vidia. And don't worry, welcome. Don't worry. Bien guapo eres. Muchas gracias. Si es para mí. Si no es para mí, bueno. Muchas gracias. Here we go. Kyle, I think Kyle Linguist, are you new? Just in case you are, perhaps to you as well. Kyle said, hold on, where is it? Metroid Prime 4 Beyond Switch 1 version. Yeah, 100%. I do think we're going to get a Prime 4 release date. 100%.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been rated now. We've seen it's been rated in Korea now, so that's good. So I expect that for sure. Scruffy says, I want release dates for their current lineup, but also maybe a 40th anniversary Mario announcement. Do you think, Bidia, we're going to see anything about the Mario's 40th anniversary in this? I don't think so in this one.
I don't think so. No. Anything with Mario, I don't think so. That will be just Mario Kart World and that's it.
Yeah, I tell you, something else I heard, and I posted this on X already, right? The same source that told me about all this stuff told me weeks and weeks ago that when everyone was talking about a June direct, and they told me July, they said no, it's not in June, it's July, and there's another one in September. That's what they told me. They said it was July and September. Now it's not special because there's always one in September. But still, they told me one in September. And I think if there is the usual September, that's where we're going to see a Mario 40th anniversary announcement, I think.
How many Mario games we got in 2017?
In 2017?
Yeah, we got Odyssey and what more? With the Mario game. And
we got Odyssey. In 2017, we got Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart. Did we get Mario Party in 2017?
I don't want to. I really don't want to count Mario Kart because that's a Wii U game. So I'm talking about new games.
So just Odyssey, I think, no?
So okay. So maybe Mario Kart, that will be just that. Maybe this first year, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And then I can see, hold on, carry going down. Eric R, welcome Eric R. He says, Silk Song. Oh my God, are we finally gonna get Silk Song? When is that gonna happen? Oh my God. It's gonna come one day.
With that game.
It's gonna come. 86 is in the house. Yo, 86. Welcome to 86. What do you think we're gonna see? That's Sonic Racing for sure. Forget Sonic Racing. We won the Garfield Racing. Garfield Kart 2. Wow. Captain Rise says 3D Mario game maybe. Oh, you can't see the whole comment. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Let me raise it a little bit so you can see it. Give me 1 second. There we go. A 3D Mario game maybe in more on Professor Layton, yeah, and the new World of Steam. Yep, because it's been a while since Level 5 has given us an update on it. That's true. So hopefully that's at the direct. Yeah, that's true. DG says Metroid Prime 4 release date September 18th. Could be. I don't know. I hope it's a Christmas game, I hope it's a Christmas game, Metroid Prime 4. And then I can say, hold your horses, because look who's in the chat. Nintendo Prime is in the chat. Oh my Jesus. Let's get the claps. Mr. Nintendo Prime. And he says, look at this, here we go, Thursday. Oh my God. I hope it is. Again. Do you know what's funny? So like I keep saying, I keep saying caution, right? Because I've said this every time I've posted something that I'm not an insider or a leaker, right? So I don't know people in the industry. That's just what I've come across one person who, is in a good position to know these things, whatever. So I can't verify with many people. But so it's true that so far everything they've told me has come true. But I saw that the Nintendo Prime was live the other day, and if you saw it in the chat, Nate, he was saying, because usually he does podcasts on Wednesdays, right? And so he said, oh, if it's Thursday, I'll have to do 2 podcasts. And I was thinking, should I write? Oh, you're gonna have to do a second podcast. Like, oh, should I write it? I thought, no, because at this point, and then even now, I'm hoping it is, because I've been told Thursday a few times, and even today, like I said to Bidia, like I heard a couple of days ago again Thursday, and then I heard it again today Thursday. I heard again, so I'm hoping it is because I heard it again today. And then I know other insiders that have been told Thursday as well. So I know insiders that we know. So other insiders have also been told Thursday. So I'm very hopeful now. The fact that they came back to me today and said, "Yep, Thursday." It's got me very hopeful. So that's why luckily I had my stream up and someone said, "Oh, good move." I said, "Yeah, it's good if it happens. If not." But so I'm very hopeful. So I did think of Nate. I thought, oh, he's gonna have two podcasts. He's gonna be busy. You're gonna be busy, Nate, man. I don't know what you think, Nate, is gonna be a partners or a meaty one. I think who was it? I think it was Christopher Dring who said he expects it to be a big one. I think it's going to be a big one. Like from even just the little things I heard about third parties, I heard it's going to be a big third party one. So I don't know, but Bidia, out of all the third party games, what's the one that you really want? Like if you could pick any third party game.
Only one?
3.
First one?
You can pick 3.
You know this game, bro. You know this game. The name is Doom: The Dark Ages. I need that game.
Doom Dark Ages, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the one I want,
bro. So Doom: The Dark Ages. What else? Too many games. No, no. Assassin's Creed Shadow, nah.
Is anyone in the chat played Assassin's Creed Shadows? Because I don't mind playing it. I like Assassin's Creed games, although I would be maybe even happier to if they release a double pack of Assassin's Creed, Odyssey, and Origins. I would love those 2 games. I love those 2 games.
So for the second one, I just remember this game, Expedition 33. I that game.
Yeah.
Everybody is saying that game is crazy. Oh, okay, bring it.
Yeah, but the developers said, right, that they're open to bringing it on. I'm sure they even said Nintendo. They're open to bringing it to other platforms. I'm sure they said that, like in an interview not long ago. I read it somewhere for sure. Let's go down.
What the third one?
Oh yeah, you think that? I'll read a few more comments and you think of the third one. So DG says Mario movie 2 new cast members. I still think all the Mario stuff is going to be in September. That's why, if I had to guess, I don't know anything. I'm just guessing. 86 says, and this one surely. I asked Nash Weedle about this. Here we go. Prime 2 and 3 remaster. Like, imagine this video. Imagine if they give us a date for Prime 4, yeah, and imagine it's like later than we think. Imagine it's not September or October. Imagine it's like November, and then people are like, oh my god, I'm gonna wait till November. But then they say, but you know what? We're going to shadow drop Prime 2 and 3.
Bro. That's why Prime in the chat appeared, because we are talking about Metroid Prime.
That's it. We're talking about Nintendo Prime.
We call him.
He heard. Like, we're talking about Prime, and then Nintendo Prime.
Yeah,
like, what? Who said my name?
It's like in the last podcast. I would like to see Prime. Well, we got the first Prime, so the second and the third one. To get excited. Yeah. To see a few updates and 60 frames or 4K or whatever to get excited. Pump up and boom. Yeah. Metroid Prime 4. Yeah. I would like to see that.
Do you think they'll have mouse control though?
I hope so. Yeah. Because we got and with the Wii, we got the Wii motion and all that. So they can do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so.
DG says, and I agree, I would love a new Mario Rabbids game. Those games are so good. And they're always on sale. Always on sale.
If that's going to happen. I really don't know if Nintendo is happy with Ubisoft, because I remember that supposedly Nintendo tell Ubisoft to don't bring out Mario Rabbids 2, just wait to the next console. Ubisoft doesn't listen. they do what they do, and the second one was a bump.
Yeah, it didn't sell as much.
In sales.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. So I don't know if right now Nintendo is very happy with Ubisoft. So I don't see it.
And then Ruby says, ATB, when are you going to do Mario Kart World stream again? I don't know. I think I'm off next weekend as well. I need to figure out a time when I'm going to do it. Yo, no, he did. I was about to read his message. I just saw he did a super chat. You didn't have to do that, Nintendo Prime. Hold on. All the claps. All the claps. Everyone hashtag Nintendo Prime. You didn't have to do that at all. Thank you so much, bro. I'm going to read both your messages because I just got up to your other message because I was about. That's what I was about to say, because when DG said, when am I going to do Mario Kart World, I was just about to say Nintendo Prime did a video on Mario Kart today. It was today, wasn't it? I'm sure it was today. I watched it, which was about the latest, kind of like the latest opinions and videos that people are making on Mario Kart World, and it's a very interesting video. So someone go and check, someone if they can post it, or everyone knows Nintendo Prime is. So make sure you go and watch his video on Mario Kart. It was a very good video. And then let me see. I'm going to read both his messages. Nintendo Prime says, if I stream tonight, it's going to be wild. And yeah, double podcast week. Let's go. I think it will be a meaty one. General Direct, lots of third party and Nintendo. Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be one of those like 45-minute ones, you know, like where they just, you know, where they show like 20 trailers and then you look and only 7 minutes have gone past. Like it's just like, wow. I think it's gonna be one of those. Dracandre VOD just says no. I don't know why I asked. And then 86 says no as well. What did I ask that people say no? I can't remember now. But also, hold on, let me get to the Prime
about Assassin's Creed Shadow, I think so.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Oh, probably Assassin's Creed Shadow. Yeah, I think it was. So hold on. Nintendo Prime says, showing love for being the first to say I have been told July last week. Thank you so much, bro. I'm not insider. Should be great to be. It's true, Mr. I'm not an insider though, because I feel like an insider is someone that's connected, no, and like has various, I don't know, right, connections in the industry and all this kind of stuff, right? Like I've just been very lucky that I happen to know someone that, yeah, is in a good position to know these things. But you know, you get nervous. This is why I think I've said on X before, like after this, I don't think I'm ever going to say anything because you get nervous. Like I don't like it because in my head, I'm thinking, I'm just saying what I've been told, right? But then if it doesn't happen, and I imagine this is like how other, or, you know, insiders feel, that if it doesn't happen, then you feel like it's your fault. And I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. You know, but then you get excited and you're like, oh my God, because you're a fan. So you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. But the only thing I will say is that as I was told, I always waited. Like when I got told it was July, really early on in June, I think I posted it on the 11th of June. But I was told about a week before then even. But because everyone was saying June, I thought it can't be right. There's no way. And because I don't know any other people in the industry, I thought it can't be. It must be a mistake. It must be. And then it kept going. And then I kept asking, are you sure? Because everyone's saying June. Like even insiders are saying June. He's like, and they were like, no, July and September. So I waited. And eventually I said, listen, just so you guys know, this is what I've heard. And it's just one source. So it might not be right, but this is what I've heard anyway. So who knows? And again, like I said, and then everyone said first week of July it was going to be. And then I asked, I said, look, everyone's saying first week of July. And they were like, no, it's the last week. And they said it told me way before. But again, I didn't say anything. So I thought it can't be because everyone's saying the first week. And I waited. And I think it was, I mentioned some of this to Nash because Nash was hearing similar things as well, I think. And so then eventually I said, look, by the way, I've been told the last week, like, and I've asked various times, and then they keep saying the last week. And then even now with the 31st, I was told the 31st over a week ago, for sure over a week ago, because I mentioned it to Nash when we spoke. So it was over a week ago. But again, I kept quiet because I thought, no, I don't want to say the actual day. That's so risky because it could be any day, and it still could be any day. But that is why I've been told, and I know other insiders have been told the same date. So that's why I feel a little bit more comfortable that I know, you know, at least a few other people have heard the 31st. So hopefully, but yeah, but it's gonna be so nervous that if I ever hear anything again, I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep it to myself. I mean, I'll just like, you know, whatever. It's because it's nerve-wracking. But anyway, long-winded way just to say thank you so much, Nintendo Prime. You didn't have to do that super chat. What a nice man. Thank you so much, my friend. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Yeah, I hope it is. Yeah, I'll be part of that. I mean, when I think about it, Biddy, like I said, me and Biddy were just saying on the podcast, I do think like, like it could. I mean, it still could be a Wednesday, right? If it goes wrong, but it can't be Monday, surely. And Tuesday is, like we were saying, the online playtest, right? So it's like, well, surely it's not Tuesday, and I think it's still going on into Wednesday. So we'll see. It'd be interesting to see what Nate the Head. Because I'm thinking if I've heard stuff, then Nate the Hate must have heard stuff as well. Must have. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm hoping. But thank you so much again, Mr. Nintendo Prime, people. Give hashtags. Hashtag Nintendo Prime. I still don't have a date for the, hold on, but there we go, for the multiplayer. I'm trying to fit it in, DG, but I'm so like busy, and to be honest, I streamed today last minute. I said to Bidya, you know what, look, I want to kind of talk about this thing, so let me see if Bidya's free. But like, I'm not feeling well the last few days. I haven't made a video or anything because the last few days I've been really ill, and even today I was feeling really run down, but I forced myself. I'm trying to feel better so I can start making videos tomorrow again. I've got to do, I showed to Bidya, I'm doing a video tomorrow, but I've got to record, where is it? I've got to record a review for this dock thing here. If you can see it, this, oh look, it's inverted. It's like one of those like alternate docks with the Switch 2. I've got to do a review for it tomorrow as well. So
really,
yeah. So I'm trying to see, but I'm just trying to see because it doesn't. I feel like the chat hasn't. Is it me or did the chat get stuck? I can't tell. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to check something. 1 second, my friends. 1 second. Oh, so Bidya, while I'm looking, did you think of a third game? Oh no, there we go. 86 is there. Did you think of a third game, Bidya?
Yeah, I think I'm with you with the Prime and the Metroid Prime trilogy. That would be great for everybody. Everybody knows that Metroid Prime doesn't sell well. Yeah. And maybe 1, maybe 2 mils, something like that. 3. How well Metroid Dread sells? I think it was 3 mils. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh yeah, Metroid Dread. Yeah, Metroid Dread is the I think it's the highest selling. I don't know if Prime is still in the chat. I think Prime would know this, but I think Metroid Dread is or someone in the chat is the highest selling Metroid game now. Not by a crazy amount, but I think it is the highest. I think it's the highest selling Metroid game. The thing is, I can show you something interesting if you guys want to see on YouTube. Give me a sec. I'll show you in the next page where Bidya's talking. Because Nash says a few interesting things to me about the Metroid games, and I was like, what? Let me find it. Give me a sec, friends. Because he said something about Mercury Steam, who are the developers obviously behind Metroid Dread, and he said that they're working on a new Metroid game. 1 second. Why is this not working? 1 second. Let me just, sorry guys, I'm just trying to delete something. There we go. Tag. Right, look, hopefully you should be able to hear it in a second. Let me just find the video. It was me and Nash. Yeah, and I asked him about Metroid. I asked him about the Metroid Prime. Oh, he said, well, first I asked him about Mercury Steam, and he said, yeah, they're working on another Zelda game. And then, let me just make this bigger. He said that Retro are they're already working on Metroid Prime 5. He said that they've been working on Prime 5 with 4 at the same time.
That's crazy.
Which would be insane if that's true. Let me just see if it's this one. Sorry, I've got it on in the background. Put it on pause. 1 second, Bidya, can you see the comments, Bidya?
Yeah.
Can you read some of the comments for me while I just check this thing?
1 second.
I'm just gonna find this clip quickly.
Do you say I hope and you get better TV? 86 games. Oh, a dream game will be Twilight, and this he say Twilight remake. 86 says.
Here we go.
We never got it on Switch because we got some sort of remaster, I think so, on Wii U, the Twilight Princess. We never got it on Switch, so maybe on Switch too, maybe.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Here we go. So I think you might be able to hear this in a second. Here we go. So this is Nash Riedel. We're going to shut up. This is him talking about, you can read the subtitles. This is him talking about Metroid Prime 4 and 5 being made at the same time.
Están trabajando en el Metroid. Trabajar en el 4, están trabajando en el Metroid Prime 5, ¿no?
Evidentemente ellos no te lo pueden confirmar.
No, ellos no han dicho, pero sí.
Pero
digo, es algo que tú has publicado, ¿no? Tú has
sí,
dicho.
sí. Es así. O sea, es así. Ocurrió con el 2 y el 3, no es algo muy extraño. La gente dice, pero ¿cómo va a ser? ¿Cómo va a ser? Ya ocurrió con el 2 y el 3.
Sí, es lógico, es como en el cine a veces, ¿no? Hay películas que graban el segundo y la tercera a la misma vez para que no sean años entre los dos.
Exacto.
¿no? Lo han hecho con el Matrix 2 y 3, Back to the Future 2 y 3, lo hacen muchas veces.
Claro.
El Lord of the Rings.
Nintendo la inversión que ha hecho en Retro Studios no es para hacer un juego. No, desde luego. Y si haces el juego de esta manera, te ahorra muchísimos costes. Sí. Y además de que puedes hacer muchas cosas con la historia y con el argumento que luego veríamos en el 5.
Y entonces, porque lo que quería preguntarte sobre eso era si iba a ser, porque como has dicho tú, ¿no? Que para este juego han traído gente, ¿no? Esos veteranos de Call of Duty, muchos juegos así. ¿Será el mismo equipo, tú crees, que, ¿no? que se van a quedar esos mismos veteranos para trabajar en el 5? ¿O
están trabajando?
Sí, ¿no? El mismo equipo, mismo.
Que no es que vayan a trabajar, es que están trabajando.
Están el mismo, sí. Eso lo pregunto.
El desarrollo no ha ido exactamente en paralelo, pero sí hubo un punto en el que empezaron también con el desarrollo del 5.
Sí. Well, there you go. So mad stuff there, man. So you see, like, that's like a big bomb like he dropped there. So basically, you say that they started working on Prime 5 at some point during the what would you call it? During the development of Prime 4. So they're making both at the same time, so that we don't have to wait such a long time for for the next Prime game afterwards. But at the same time as that, I couldn't find the clip there. I don't know if I can still find it, but he was saying that Mercury Steam is working on like he says flat out, Mercury Steam are working on another Metroid game, but they're working on 2 Metroid things, because they're also working, I think he said they were working on a Switch 2 edition of Metroid Dread as well. So they're working hard to improve that game. And so at the same time, they're working on another Metroid game. And then Retro are finishing up Prime 4 and have been working on Prime 5 at the same time. So it's like, oh my God, man. Like, so we're going to get Prime. Like, we've gone from like Prime, maybe like, whatever, I don't know, not being at the forefront with Nintendo, but now Prime is going to get love now. Like, Metroid is going to get all the love. All they're missing, Vidya, is a movie.
Oh, God. Oh, that's true. Damn. So, but I hear that okay, first, Retro, they were sleeping, because the last time that we got something from Retro, that was Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, right?
Yeah.
From there, they got, silence. Maybe they was helping Nintendo with other projects.
Yeah.
But it's good to hear that they are working supposedly in 2 Metroids at the same time, Metroid 4 and Metroid 5. So that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just quickly giving you a few comments, because I know we went on a long trip there. So let me just read some stuff. Let's have a look-see here. 86 says, oh my God, how did I mention this? 86 says, I would like to see Call of Duty 6. Yeah, sure. You know what I'm scared of? That we just get Call of Duty Mobile. There's no way, man. Surely we get Call of Duty 6. Surely that's what we get. I'll carry on reading quickly.
You feel that we can get that this year? That this year is the year that we're going to have some sort of Call of Duty game? Because the last time that we have a COD game was maybe 2014, something like that.
We had Black Ops 2.
The last one was I can say the game Call of Duty. It was Ghosts.
Yeah.
The last one.
Yeah,
that was
Ghosts.
Years ago.
Yeah, it's like 2015, I think. Yeah.
So, this is the year, or maybe next year, because we don't know how long Xbox or Microsoft have Nintendo development kit. So we don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're going to talk about that actually in a little bit as well, because this is very interesting. Well, actually, I'll tell you what, because before I forget, Biddy, that's one of the other things Nashville said about Mercury Steam, because I said they're already working on a Metroid game. He said, like, Mercury Steam, he said, were one of the first developers to get a dev kit from Nintendo.
That says a lot.
That says a lot, exactly. They were very happy with Dread. Very happy. I saw Connor's in the house. Well, welcome, Connor. I think this might be the first time Connor's been in one of my streams. Welcome, Connor. Welcome to see you here. Good to see you here, my friend. 86 says, and Dream Game. Oh, wait. Twilight. Oh my God, 86. This is why we love 86. Do you know why we love 86? Because here says the Dream Game would be a remake of the best Zelda game of all time. And that's what he says. Whoa. He says in big letters there, best Zelda game of all time.
Who say that?
Twilight Princess. Yeah,
Who say that?
Boy. Huh?
86?
86 said that.
No, he needs to get banned. He needs to get banned.
Twilight Princess is the best Zelda game of all time. It's not. It's Twilight, Ocarina, Wind Waker.
Ocarina, the first one. Ocarina.
Do you know what they should do? And I said this to Nash, like what the game I would love Nintendo to make out of nowhere, or someone, Mercury Steam, would be a remake of Zelda 2. That's what I want, a remake of Zelda 2.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. Connor says, I don't think the whole comment's gonna be there, but I'm gonna read it. Connor says, here's a good question. Do you guys still believe in Nate the Hate's rumor, which is Planet Robobot for Switch 2? For me, no, because you can't skip Triple Deluxe, so why not make it a double pack for it? Ooh, I didn't even hear that rumor. But if Nate the Hate said it, like, if Nate the Hate said it, then I want to say yeah. I want to say yeah. It's funny because in a minute we're gonna go through the news of like Sony games coming to Switch, right? Because obviously there's been that whole news. It's popped up about Sony hiring someone to help facilitate the what would you call it? Like I suppose like the ports of like their a lot of their games over to other formats, right?
You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Well, I think because I didn't read the article properly, but I think it even mentions. Someone in the chat let me know, but I think in the advert there that for the job hire they actually mention like PC, Xbox, and Nintendo.
Yeah, PC.
They mention it, no?
Xbox, PlayStation, and mobile.
So they mention it. That they say that. Oh, yep. So we're about to talk. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Tony says, "What if Metroid Prime 4 and 5 are set on the same planet or world, similar to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom?" Oh damn! I hope it's not. Oh, do you know what? That's part for me. That was part of the reason that I didn't love Tears of the Kingdom, because it was the same world.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna come for me. They're gonna come for me. Oh, you know what? Hold on, video. Hold on. Let's just.
It's hard to
they're
be
still in the chat.
It's hard to be his friends. It's hard.
No. No. Well, we got two more topics. We're going to talk about that. And there's another topic they spoke about on IGN, which I want to talk with Bidia and with everyone in the chat, because I think everyone's going to have an opinion on this. And after we're done talking about the games coming over, Sony games coming over to Nintendo, we want to talk about whether Nintendo games are too easy now. Are Nintendo games getting too easy? So we're going to talk about that. And some of you who have played Donkey Kong might have some opinions on that, which I'm very intrigued to hear about, but especially those that have played the last few Mario games, Pikmin 4. Like, what do you think about Nintendo games level of difficulty these days? Keep that in mind. We're going to talk about that in a second, not right now. So I'm going to read a few more comments, and then we'll go over to the Sony article and talk a little bit about that and what games we want to see from Sony on Nintendo's beautiful machine. So let me just read a few comments again. 86 says not Call of Duty Mobile. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. You can't see the whole comment, but I'll read it out. 86. Captain Rice says, maybe we see Mario Galaxy 2. I'm hoping, but it's okay if we don't get it. And I would like to see a Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass remake. Wow, no one said that. That would be cool. It's one of my favorite Zelda games that I have played. Phantom Hourglass, that was the DS one, right? With the stylus, not the Spirit Tracks. It was the first one, Phantom Hourglass, because the first one was awesome. I think it was Phantom Hourglass. That game was amazing. I loved that game. I didn't like Spirit Tracks, but that would be cool. There's Galaxy stuff. I obviously haven't heard anything about that. In fact, I think I asked Nash about it, and Nash hadn't heard anything about Galaxy either. But there was a very heavy heavy rumor of Mario Galaxy being remade, and I think even coming out around September, which is when there is another Nintendo Direct. So, but here's my question, Bidia, because what if Metroid, because this is a question people are asking, what if Metroid Prime 4 isn't the game for Christmas? And what if the game for Christmas is Mario Galaxy 2 Remake?
Oh, that would be, I don't know.
See, I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it.
Me either.
You wouldn't know?
I would like Metroid to be, this is the Christmas video game.
Yeah.
For this year, Metroid Prime 4. Let's push this. Let's try to finally make Metroid to be, you know, a huge seller like Splatoon, Mario, Zelda.
Yeah.
Another. So let's push this.
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel like I still wish that Prime 4. I almost wish that they delayed the Switch 2 just to have Prime 4 as the launch game. You know, I sometimes I even think that, but if not, I don't want it as the Christmas game. I wanted to have all the attention, all the hype, everything. But I think it would have been cool if it was at launch of the Switch 2. Phantom Hourglass was cool, says 86, absolutely. Connor says, Crafty Cookie, yeah, I'm excited for it, which we have only 32 days till Kirby Star-Crossed World comes out, which I'm excited to get. Yeah, absolutely. And let's have a look. Right, so let's have a look. So I'm going to go over to the next topic of the day, which is, of course, what would you call it? The Sony PlayStation games coming over.
Do you really want to talk about that? That's, you know, a touchy subject. Do you really want to talk about it?
But I think it's interesting, no?
But you're going to have, you know,
people are going to hate you.
People going to hate you. So big.
So, well, look, you can see it here. Let me just hold on. See your questions. Give me a sec, my friends. There we go. So you can see, yeah, your video doesn't get, so you can see it, right? So here we go. So Sony seemingly looking to bring more PlayStation games to Switch 2, right? And this is a game that we've already seen on Switch 2, which is, there you go, the Lego Forbidden thingy game. And let me just click it so you can see a comment. And there's a baseball game as well. I think they even mentioned it here, so I'm going to have to read it off this screen because I can't see it all on that screen. So it says, according to a newly published job listing, which we're going to look at, Sony Interactive Entertainment is seeking to hire a senior director for multi-platform and account management. The job description states that whoever is brought on board will be responsible for shaping and executing the global commercial strategy for PlayStation Studio software titles across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware. Beyond PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. Sony has already been experimenting with multi-platform releases beyond PC, as both Patapon 1 and 2 Replay and Everybody's Golf Hotshot are Sony-owned IP that were recently licensed to Bandai Namco to publish on Switch. Furthermore, Sony themselves have even published their own Switch games, including Lego Horizon Adventures. So it says, based on the new job listing, it looks like Sony is far from done with the idea of putting their games on other platforms. Oh my God. And then here, I think this is the application, right? Isn't it? Yeah, this is the job listing. And it says, this is basically telling you why you should work for PlayStation. You know. Let's see, here we go. Key responsibilities. I don't know if it says it anywhere here. Let's have a look. I don't know, but I mean, we've got the main bit of information that we want, right? That's kind of what we want. That they're basically going to publish games on other systems. And here, but you know, here you can see like all the job listings, the qualifications, everything. It's all there. So, Bidia 507, everyone in the chat. Madre de Dios. Mate. So I want to talk about this because for a few reasons, right? And by the way, thank you so much. You hit the like in the chat. Make sure if you haven't already, consider hitting that like. It does help the stream and the channel out a lot. So I appreciate everyone who's done that so far. Thank you, everyone. Very, 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 very kind of you indeed. Let me just clear that one there. So before I read some more comments, I'll speak to Bidia about it. Bidia, I'll go quickly first. So I think this is quite incredible, right? Because see, me and Bidia, we're a little bit older than maybe some people in the chat, but I've had to live through.
We old as F. We old as F. Let's say that.
We're old as F. Yeah. Well, yeah. So I remember growing up with the even from the N64. Right? I mean, I grew up with the NES and then Super Nintendo and so on and so on. But I remember even from the N64 in 1996. Even by the end of the N64, people were saying Nintendo should stop making consoles. And by the GameCube, everyone who didn't like Nintendo was saying Nintendo should make consoles, right? And especially after the Wii U. So, and it seemed like, basically that Nintendo was struggling. Now, of course, we know that, they released the Wii. They sold, 100 million consoles. They struggled with the Wii U. And then with the Switch, they sold, 154 million and counting Switches. They might overtake the PS2, depending on whether Sony finds more magic PS2 consoles, and the Switch 2 is outselling everything faster than anything in history, right? So, and then by comparison, we're seeing Xbox have only really ever sold one console well, and that was the Xbox 360. That was the only console really they sold that sold like a lot. It sold about 85 million units, I think. After that, they've sold less and less and less and less. I think the Xbox Series X and S has sold somewhere around the 35 million, I think, something like this. So not only the rival console selling less, not only did the Switch outsell the PS4, PS5, but now we're seeing something we never saw. Like, we have not seen it for a long time. I'm going to find it when BDS talking. But we're seeing publishers now making games and have them skip the Xbox for the Switch 2. So we've seen recently the developer of Ori, I forgot what their new game is called, but they've come out and said that they said it's going to skip the Xbox and they're going to put it on the Switch 2, I think. Which that hasn't happened forever, and it's already happening right now. And the Switch 2 has only just come out, so that's got me thinking about other games in the future. Whether other games like maybe I don't know the next big Assassin's Creed, maybe say what. Maybe we don't put this one on the Xbox Series XS because no one's buying that console anymore. No one's playing games on that console anymore because everyone's got Xboxes playing those games on Game Pass on PC. So maybe we just put it on the Switch 2 instead. So, Bidia, 2 questions, and everyone in the chat. Two questions for Bidia and one for people in the chat. For Bidia, what do you think of this situation? What do you think it means for the future of exclusive games on other platforms, and what the games you want most from Sony on Switch for you? And for the chat, which games from Sony from the Sony library do you most want to see on the Switch 2? Bidia, go for it, my friend.
No, I just want to say one thing. People say that exclusive doesn't matter, so exclusive doesn't matter. That's all.
Oh,
you want me to say so? Exclusive doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what people say.
Yeah.
A few months ago, exclusive doesn't matter. So I want to say that exclusive doesn't matter. That's all. if you want me to go deeper, I will say it.
Go deeper.
Okay.
Wait.
Ever, like Jericho, ever imagine to see a PlayStation game or PlayStation fumble, and start throwing games at Xbox and Nintendo console. I never imagined that in my life. I have 30 years plus in playing games. More than 30 years. I never imagined that in my life. The first one that fumbled, that was Xbox. Everybody was using this, at least in Spanish. People was like, we need Xbox in our life. We need Xbox because if they're throwing their games on PC, why I need Xbox, right? That was why when Xbox started doing that. Before Xbox Series X and S. Now PlayStation is doing that. So now I want to say that. Do PlayStation matters right now? It does matters, go and buy their $500 or $700 PS5 Pro game console, sorry. Right? So for me, it's crazy. What game I would like to see from PlayStation to Nintendo? That's easy for me. It's like Ratchet and Clank. That would be amazing on Switch. And Jack and Daxter, think so. that will be crazy on Switch. I would like to see Helldivers. I would like to see. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Helldivers is coming to Xbox, right?
Yeah.
So, that's something to see and say. So it's crazy. So, but one thing I would like to ask you, to ATV, do you think that we will see Nintendo fumble back like that in the future? Maybe one day a Zelda game on PC, Xbox, or Play? Maybe one day. I really, if I don't know, I will feel wrong.
I'd like to know if the chat think we'll ever see a Mario Kart or a Zelda or a Mario on PC. I'd love to know what the chat thinks about that, what they think. I think it's so interesting. I think this is massive. This is so big. Like, think about this. We saw, right? Do you remember when there was the first rumors that Microsoft was going to start to put 1 or 2 games on PlayStation, and the internet went crazy. There's no way this is gonna happen. This is impossible. If they did it, they are dead. And then Phil Spencer had to come out and say, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Maybe, well, maybe Minecraft. And then they waited. No, they waited some months, and they said, you know what? We might put one game. It's just one game. It's not, and then they said it's not going to be any of the big main games. It won't be any of the big ones. It'll just be like one of the lesser games, and 6 months later we'll put it on PlayStation. Maybe. Then 6 months later, all right, look, we're gonna put Doom, and we might put Halo. And listen, we're probably gonna put Sea of Thieves, and then
right now Gears of War is next.
Gears of War is next, right? And so the way what Microsoft did, they always knew they were gonna do it, and I think they were just trying to get their fans ready slowly for the reality, right? And I think now this is what Sony's doing. Slowly, Last of Us on PC, one game, doesn't matter. Last of Us 2, doesn't matter, one game, nothing.
Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah. Oh, Horizon Forbidden West. No, not the proper game, the Lego game. It's just a Lego game. We'll put that on Switch. Yeah. It's just a Lego game. We're not competing with Nintendo anyways, even though they're selling more than us. We're not competing. We're just gonna give them a Lego game. Doesn't matter. A little golf game. Nothing. It's nothing. And then now, Helldivers on Xbox. Bam. Big game. And then now a job listing, there's going to be more games. Clearly, there's going to be more games. 100%. And they're not going to do less because they're going to get money for these games. So they're going to be like, what? We're getting more money. We'll keep doing it. We'll keep doing it. And what this does is 2 things. Firstly, I feel like it makes their brands less valuable, but it makes Nintendo's brand more valuable. It makes their exclusives more valuable because now, imagine in 5 years' time. If we can play on Switch 2, we have Halo, we have Doom Dark Ages, we have Call of Duty, we have Assassin's Creed Shadows and whatever the future one is. We have, NBA, we have this and that. We have Helldivers, we have Last of Us. Then it's like, and now we're seeing what games are looking like on the Switch 2. We're seeing how games like Cyberpunk are looking sometimes the same or better than on Xbox Series S. So now some people are thinking, well, why am I going to buy an Xbox? Like, if everything's coming on Switch 2. And they're going to buy a Switch 2 probably because to play Nintendo games. So it's like you need a Switch to play Zelda and Mario and Donkey Kong and Metroid and Splatoon and Pikmin and all these games. But you're also going to get now all the other games. And now if you've got Xbox, what's the point? You can buy all if you've got Xbox, all your games are on Switch 2, PS5 or PC. And if you've got a PS5, your games are on PC, Switch 2 and Xbox. But if you've got a Switch, Nintendo's still not going to put those games on Sony.
That would be hard as hell.
Yeah, but let's see did anyone in the chat I'll see what games they want from Sony. So 86 says, wait, I just saw it, hold on. Here we go. Captain Rice says he would like Mass Effect and Gran Turismo 6 or the third one remake. That would be cool. Oh, I'm gonna leave mine till last. Zach's in the house. Welcome, Zach. You get clapped. And thanks again, by the way, everyone who liked the video. And I saw a video. I didn't know you know who Chris Jericho is. aka the best wrestler of all time. Oh my days. Chris Jericho.
Wow,
the walls of Jericho. Break the walls down. And he's Canadian. We got Canadians in the chat.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho for life. 86 says, GT, Gran Turismo, Wukong, of course. Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, they're coming. They are coming. They are coming.
It looks like that sooner or later because, okay, the question is why Xbox and PlayStation are moving like that. That's the question. Why they're moving like that? I see a few people talking about that and the why a few years ago, and the conclusion is they are not making money. Yeah,
but Sony is making money, isn't it? Microsoft not making money, but Sony is.
Both.
I think.
Okay. Question: How much PlayStation made with Concord?
Oh yeah, we're not Concord.
You see that?
Not Concord.
PlayStation and Xbox, they how I can say in English, ellos gastan. They waste a lot of money creating a game.
Yeah.
And when they don't sell like crazy.
Yeah.
They don't sell like crazy. I heard that maybe Breath of the Wild was the most expensive game that Nintendo ever create, and that was like maybe 20 to 25 million, and that they waste. And I heard that if they sold at least 2 million copies, they recover the investment. Yeah. And everybody knows that they sell 30 plus million copies, so they made their money.
Yeah.
And Animal Crossing, it's like 40 something million.
Yeah.
Nintendo is making money.
Yep.
And when you see Sony and Microsoft right now, I'm sorry, it's like 7 million, 10 million.
Yeah.
And with discount, with discount. So what we're talking about, it's not the same.
I saw what Crafty said here. That when Microsoft first put Ori on Switch, it was pretty huge. That was a big deal. That was a big deal when they put Ori on Switch. That was crazy. Put Ori, Cuphead, Minecraft. What was it? After they put something else as well. I can't remember. Well, obviously the Doom. Well, no, Doom wasn't Microsoft then. But we know it's very heavily rumored that we're gonna get Doom Eternal as well. It's heavily rumored. The one that's super heavily rumored to appear at this direct from Microsoft is Sea of Thieves, because they even had that post, isn't it? Was it done by Rare on X, where it's got like a pirate giving a banana to a monkey, right? So like Donkey Kong, right? And Rare, of course, made the Donkey Kong, and so it looked like a hint that they're gonna put Sea of Thieves. And in fact, like when I spoke to Nashville, that's one of the things he said. He said the one that he's heard the most about is Sea of Thieves on the Switch 2. But for me, the game, I'm trying to think what game I would want the most from Sony's catalog for the Switch 2. I don't know. Do you know what? It's funny because I always say The Last of Us is overrated, but I still enjoy playing it. The first one, the second one's awful. You know which one I wouldn't mind again? It's not Last of Us. What's the other one? Oh man, what's Nathan Drake? What's it called again? What's it called, Billy? The like the Tomb Raider, but the Nathan Drake one. I forgot. You guys in the chat know which one it is, anyways. Huh?
No, ¿de cuál está hablando? Which one?
The big Sony franchise. There's 4 games. Oh my god, I completely forgot what they're called now. It's got Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake's the hero. Uncharted. Thank you, Crafty. Uncharted. Uncharted. I quite liked Uncharted 4. I quite like Uncharted 4. I wouldn't mind that. Oh, GTA. You know what? GTA 5. Nice. GTA 5. Hold on, let me just see, because I saw 86, I saw obviously 86, but I saw Templos del Dedos in the house. Hola, Templo y Saya Jimmy. Hola a vosotros, ¿qué tal, amigos? Hey. Saya Jimmy says, hey, saludos aquí apoyando al Villas y esperando el stream de Donkey Kong. Bidia, shame on him. He's supposed to be doing Donkey Kong today, and he's using the excuse that he's here with me. No. But wait. In Panama, he's 6 hours behind. He's got plenty of time. For me, it's half midnight. For Bidia, it's like 6:30 p.m. There's no excuse. So everyone in the chat has to boo Bidia for not playing Donkey Kong. He has to play it today. And if someone can please get me Bidia's channel link, it's in the description below actually. But if someone can put it in the chat, make sure you go and follow Bidia507. He's going to play Donkey Kong Country for the first time ever. And he streams in Spanish, but if you talk to him in English, he'll reply to you in English as he's talking now. So make 100% go grab his channels. Hopefully someone posts it here. So, and I'll pin it so you guys can follow it. But, you know, he has to play Donkey Kong.
I'm really sorry, everybody. I just want to say that I'm the biggest fake Nintendo fan in the world.
Mira, creo que está tu micrófono un poco bajo.
I tested a few times, but I never take it like serious. I'm going to test it. I'm going to destroy this game. No. I just tested a few times, and for me, it's like, okay, it's a okay game. But thanks to ATV that he challenged me, I will play and finish that game for the first time. But like a challenge that he started, I challenge ATV back that if I finish that game, since it's something that I'm going to do, he needs to finish in his channel Astral Chain. So you remember that you remember that, right?
I need to finish Astral Chain on my channel. Yeah, I'm gonna finish Astral Chain on my channel.
Yeah.
AKA
listen to that.
AKA the second best game after Dying Light. AKA. All right. So we got one more topic to go on before we jump into questions from the audience. And welcome to everyone who's just popped in. Hope you're all well. So keep your questions. We're going to just talk about now. This is what I've been wanted to talk about for a while. I've spoken to Biddy about it before we went live today because it's something that I'm thinking more and more about, and I think it's true. Y le preguntaré en español también en un segundo. So we're talking about the difficulty of Nintendo games recently. So some of you might have seen, they were talking about this in the IGN in the MVC podcast, and it's something that I've personally been thinking more and more and more. And it is that I feel like Nintendo games are becoming a bit too easy. And I know it's not me. I'm not getting better at games. I'm getting worse. But like I felt this way for a while now. Like I remember since Mario Odyssey. Like I remember playing Mario Odyssey and a couple of the new Super Mario Brother games, and I remember thinking this is too easy. Like I'm going through it too quick. The challenge isn't that much there. And I remember in Odyssey, like you know, you had to collect moons, and sometimes you come out the spaceship and there's a moon just there on the floor. I'm like, oh come on, man! Like make it a little something. And what I was saying to Biddy, that I understand one of the ways Nintendo tries to raise the difficulty is to say, hey, if you want to test yourself, then we raise the difficulty by having you try to collect everything in the game, right? To get 100%. That's how they measure the difficulty, seemingly, in a lot of their last few games. But to me, that's not as exciting, because once you finish the main game, at least for me, it's not as exciting to then go and collect things afterwards. Like I want the main game to be difficult. And I found the same thing with Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4, when it came out, was my game of the year. I gave it 9 out of 10. But the reason I didn't give it 10 is because it was just too easy, especially compared to like Pikmin 2, for example. And when I felt it the most, and this is why I mentioned it to Biddy, and this is why I want to ask the people in the chat, is when I was playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Because Donkey Kong Bonanza, we all know, especially everyone who's played Donkey Kong in the chat, right? Donkey Kong Country games and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and Returns, right? And especially this, you know, the country games. One of the main things that people know about those games is that they're difficult games. They get increasingly more and more difficult, but that's the challenge, and that's what people love about those games. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I'm not saying it's a bad game, it's a good game, but it's way too easy. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza, I was baiting bosses in like 35 seconds. It was like bam, 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 done. Collecting like, you know, the bananas everywhere easily. I just found the game way too easy in, you know, Donkey Kong Bonanza. So I wanted to ask Bidia and everyone in the chat. First, let me ask the people in the chat in Spanish who didn't understand me quickly, and then we'll get to it. So para la gente que habla español, estoy preguntando si creéis que los juegos de Nintendo se han puesto demasiado fácil estos años. No estoy hablando de Donkey Kong, los últimos Marios, Odyssey, porque para mí pienso que son demasiado fáciles. No quiero saber lo que dices. So, Bidia, what do you think about that? What do you think? I know you haven't played Donkey Kong Country, but just in general, thinking of all the Nintendo games you played, like in the last 5, 6, 7 years, what you think about difficult, even stuff like Splatoon, single player. And in the chat, what do you guys think about Nintendo's games generally, especially those who grew up with older consoles? Do you feel like the games are the same or much easier now? Bidia.
I think that what you're trying to say is interesting. I feel what you say, but I'm not sure at the same time, because we got people like to say that Kirby games are easy at when you start, when you get almost to the end. Things change a lot. The boss battles are crazy in the Kirby game, so I can see what you're trying to say. But well, of course, I don't have Bonanza. Of course, a lot more than me and about it. So Odyssey for me, at least Odyssey for me was easy. It wasn't difficult.
Yeah.
For my son, it was a little bit challenged.
Yeah.
I have years of experience. So. What other games? Splatoon is Splatoon is easy. A few you need to do a few shots. There's a few challenges that can make your day be a awful day. Because they really test your mind. They really test you in Splatoon in a few ways. One of the best games that I really like from the Wii U, and we got it on the Switch, that is Mario 3D World.
Yeah.
The game is easy. It's from normal to easy. It's not hard for me. I really enjoy it, but it's not hard to me. So everybody knows that Nintendo tries to make or create games for everybody. I don't know if you can say the same thing about Metroid games.
Yeah.
Because they are easy. Metroid Dread for you is an easy game, a normal, or a very challenging game for you, ATV.
But
Metroid Dread.
Metroid Dread, yeah. Metroid Dread, I think, is quite hard, yeah. But again, that's what I mean. But that's not Nintendo, is it? It's Mercury Steam, and this is what I wanted to ask you, because especially when you compare to old Nintendo games, so like old Mario games, like I said to you before, Mario 3 is so hard. That game gets so hard, Mario 3. And even back in the past, do you remember they used to have on Super Nintendo the Mario Lost levels they used to have?
Yeah.
And
no, that was
and I think there was even a Mario. I can't remember which Mario it was on the Super Nintendo, but they made it easier because they thought that Europeans were worse at games. So they used to have games that were much harder. Right, and so
disrespectful.
It is disrespectful, but it was hard. But those games were really hard. Even Mario Sunshine had, difficulty, especially later on. And I feel like they're getting easier. I feel like their games are. Someone said they're getting better, and it's true. They are becoming more evolved and all this kind of stuff. And technically, they are better games, but they are becoming easy. And so let's have a see what people are saying. Here we go. Look. So it says. Tony says, "I wish there was more challenging modes. Zelda seems well balanced for challenge." And then Captain Rye says, "Oh, you can't see it all, but I'll show it to you. I'll read it even." It says, "Yeah, I feel like games are getting better, but they still need to push the level of difficulty up, because I have played some games that have the easiest levels, like Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Yep. Oh, here we go. Mario 2 Lost Levels. There we go. See, I feel like I'm telling you, I feel like games were harder before, but especially Nintendo games. I'm 100% convinced." Like, honestly, when I played Donkey Kong, it's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculously easy. Like too easy. Like I said to Bidia before I went on, so I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but I promise you, there's like 2 or 3 bosses in Donkey Kong Bonanza that I beat in like 30 to 45 seconds. I couldn't believe it. And when it finished, I was like, there's no way. That can't be it. It was unbelievable to me. And I do find it a problem, because I feel like for me, it's making me enjoy those games a little less. Like, I think to me, that's part of the reason I enjoyed Mario Odyssey a little less than Galaxy. And I think it's why, even though I'm enjoying Bonanza, to me, it's not close to Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and even Tropical Freeze. It's not close. I don't think it's close. I said to someone asked me the idea what I'd give it out of 10 because a lot of people saying it's game of the year, and I said I'd give it like an 8. It's still really good. I really enjoy it. Maybe by the end, maybe I give it 8.5 because I heard a spoiler, and if it's true, then at least I'll be happy. But yeah, I think if the game had more challenge, I think I'd enjoy it more. And in fact, I said to Bidia this, at the moment, I'm playing Split Fiction with my wife, Stephanie. And I'll be honest, and this hurts me to say, but I'm enjoying Split Fiction more than Donkey Kong. Because it's got more challenge. And it's got a lot of mechanics and ideas and all this kind of stuff, but it's the challenge. It's like we die a bunch of times, but then we get through it and it feels more satisfying when you do it. So I don't know. I hope it changes, man. Because you have to think a lot of their fans are growing up as well. So it's like we're growing up, so these games have to grow up with us a little bit. And they are.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. I really understand why people say, hey, the games need to grow up with us. That's true, but at the same time, it's not true. I don't like when someone say that, because okay, let's say, okay, I want the game. Okay, remember, everybody needs to enjoy this game.
Yeah.
And from like my son, he have 7. Maybe I'm playing too good, hey, if I play Splatoon, I will understand this from day one.
Yeah.
My son has 7 years. He start playing game, it's going to be difficult for him.
Yeah.
Right. So he needs to understand how to use the control, how to move, how to shoot. Okay, I can swim. Oh, I can do this. So for me, it's easy to do this because I have 30 years plus game, 30 years playing games.
Yeah.
I really understand. I can play any game and I can understand it. Maybe you have a mindset different than mine because right now I'm playing it on my channel, Birrando con Birra. I'm playing right now Persona 5.
Yeah.
For the first time, I'm playing it in hard mode.
Yeah.
I played. I understand it the first day, and I'm killing it. The game is difficult, but it's not so. And I'm playing in hard mode. I'm playing my channel right now. I'm playing, and for me, a great, excellent game. I really recommend it for everybody. And Piece of Persia, The Lost Crown. I'm playing it right now on my channel in hard mode.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can go and play Mario Odyssey, and I know I will going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It won't be for me, at least for me, a problem with the difficulty.
Yeah.
I can go and play what other game? I know if I play Bonanza, I won't have any problem. I think so, but I really know from where you're coming from. So I don't. So you think that doing like, hey, you can play this game in easy, normal, hard mode is the way.
Well, because you know why? When I just listen to you now, I was just thinking, if someone plays Tropical Freeze, but I think like young kids and adults can play Tropical Freeze, you know, and it's difficult enough for both. Because this is the other thing. I think like 10-year-olds today are better at games than like us, because the games that they're learning to play with when they're 6, 7, 8 are harder games. Like when we were kids, all we had to do was press, forward and jump. Now, 6-year-olds are playing game in fully 3D. They're playing with mouse controls, with touch controls. They're playing like shoot 'em ups. They're like, they're reacting to games on a different level to us. They're already becoming better at games than we were already. So it's weird to me that the games, like Mario games, are much easier than they were when I was 10 years old. When 10-year-olds today are much better at video games than we were when we were 10. So it seems so weird from Nintendo. Let me just see what's, and then so we're gonna end soon. Basically, at the end of this, we're gonna take just questions. So get all your questions ready, and that's how we're gonna end the podcast. But it's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much, and again, everyone, thank you so much for all the likes. You guys are awesome. Quickly, Saya dice, pero también debemos tomar en cuenta que antes era la forma de extender las horas de juego, es verdad. Y como ahora no tienen esa limitante, los hacen más fáciles. Es verdad también. Cuando antes se alquilaba juegos, ¿no? Entonces hacían juegos como el Rey León y juegos así muy difíciles para que la persona vaya y alquile en el juego otra vez. Eso es lo que hacían, es verdad. So Saya Jimmy made a very good point, is that basically you have to realize that back in the day they made games harder on purpose in a way to extend the game, but they also made it hard for another reason. So back in the day when we were young, you could go out and rent games from like Blockbuster or places like that. And so they would make games like Lion King really hard because it meant that you wouldn't finish it, you'd take it back, and then you'd rent it out again. Right, and so that's why they'd make the game really, really hard as well. So it is true.
The arcade game?
Lion King.
But the arcade game.
Oh, the arcade game, yeah, the arcade, yeah.
Difficult, because they want you to spend money. Okay, are you losing? Oh, another quarter, otro 25 centavos meta ahí.
Yeah.
They want you to pay in arcade, so all game was difficult in those times. So they are not. They don't have that mindset anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
No, 100%. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Let me just put this. This is from Captain Rye. Just says, there you go. Do you then? So now we're in question mode, right? So we're at the end of the podcast. It's been an hour and a half, but we're gonna finish with taking questions from everyone in the chat. So get all your questions in. We'll spend some time with you now answering all your questions. What they can be about anything you want, topics we've spoken about, or anything. I imagine some people are gonna ask questions about the direct. So let's see all the questions. Captain Wright says, do you think Nintendo will come out with a game that is harder and more challenging? Because I would love to see something like that, maybe Mario Kart World getting a hard mode with bosses. Oh, damn.
200cc, I can see that. That would be the hard mode for Mario Kart World.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's one of the things that disappointed me about Mario Kart World, other than battle mode, because I thought battle mode, they butchered it. But because when I was playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I just played it in 200cc for the last 5 years. I couldn't go back to 150 because it seems so slow after playing 200. So then when
I never get to enjoy 200cc. I really don't like it.
You don't like it? Why?
Nope. I don't know. It's too fast for me.
Really?
I don't like it. No, yeah. When I play Mario Kart, I don't like to use my brakes.
Yeah.
Press B.
Yeah.
I don't like that. So I stay with 150. I'll say like
really?
that.
See, because now 150 seems so slow to me that I couldn't enjoy it. It was like when you're going straight, I'm like, oh my God, come on, what's happening? You know, so I could.
I try.
Yes, I think that's why. So if I never played 200 before, I think it would just be normal 150.
Mm-hmm.
Some noise going on outside, but because I've been used to 200, yeah. But good news is, Captain Wright, I remember they spoke to the director of Mario Kart World, and I think they asked about 200cc, and he laughed and he said, yeah, we know that people like higher difficulty. And the way he spoke, it seemed like obvious that they were going to put 200cc in Mario Kart World. So when I saw that interview, I was like, okay, at least they're going to put 200cc in Mario Kart World. Bosses would be awesome. Like, I don't understand why, after we saw what Rare did with Diddy Kong Racing with like bosses, why we haven't seen more racing games like do that? Because that would be so fun if they did like boss races like that.
That's true.
Especially now in the world. Nobody
copy that.
Yeah.
No other company copy that model. That mindset that Diddy Kong Racing have with the bosses and all that. Nobody really does that.
No one copied it, no? I don't think so. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think anyone copied it. But that for me, I don't know if anyone here is from the N64 days, but when I was playing, I had both Mario Kart 64 and Diddy Kong Racing. I preferred Diddy Kong Racing. I did. The battle mode a little bit more Mario Kart, but I would play Diddy Kong Racing more because I never really played Mario Kart single player ever, really. Once you finished it the first time, it's like, okay. But Diddy Kong Racing, it was so challenging. And the last boss fight, the last boss race. Oh my God.
It was hard.
That was so hard. And that's the difference. Mario Kart was always so easy. And there's a thing they do with Mario Kart, and they need to fix it because the rubber banding is becoming crazy. So, you know, that you overtake the AI and 2 seconds later, bam, they're in front of you. You hit them with 3 red shells, 2 seconds later, bam, they're behind you again. And like, I feel like in Mario Kart, it's becoming so bad that like when you play knockout mode in Mario Kart, you could just kill all of them with every weapon, and then 3 seconds later, bam, overtake you. Bam, overtake you. If you come on, just make the difficulty harder, but not by making the AI cheat. Like, come on, man. But it's still a very good game. It's still an amazing game. But let's see what other questions we got. And Bidia, if you have any questions. Feel free, my friend.
Sorry?
If you have any questions as well, Bidia, that you see that you want to answer.
I want to ask 86 lenses when we're going to play Street Fighter 6. I think he's I don't know, scary of me. 86 lenses. Are you scared? No, really. And ATV. And you think that in this gen we're going to have another Pikmin game, like the 5th one, or maybe some sort of spin-off? Because you just say earlier that Pikmin 4 was for you at 9. So you see now with all this with the mouse mode, you can see another Pikmin in the future for this generation.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Because so one of the rumors that came out. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Now that I'm here, hold on. Because I'm on Nash Weedle's feed. So Nash Weedle put up something exactly about Pikmin. Let me find it quick so you guys can see it, because it was only a few days ago. I think he posted it. Hold on. Let me go. So we go. Oh, not there. Hold on, my friends. So we go here. So you can see this is Nash Weedle. This is what you posted about Sea of Thieves. Look, this is what the Sea of Thieves account posted. Can you see this? A hand giving the monkey a banana. Of course, Sea of Thieves made by Rare, who used to make the old Donkey Kong games. So this is for sure, like, you know, a hint at Sea of Thieves. But the Pikmin, here we go. Here's the Pikmin thing. So a while ago, Nash wrote something about Pikmin, and then here he put another post, and I'll put it in English so you guys can read it. He said, a multiplayer mode for Pikmin is being developed, much more complete and complex than what we've seen in Pikmin 4. It will likely be an addition to the highly probable Nintendo Switch 2 edition, and we'll be able to play it online via game chat. And then you can see there the little artwork and stuff. So we're going to get, it seems like, a Pikmin 2 edition with extra multiplayer. So that's going to be cool. Put that there. And I think we're gonna get Pikmin 5. Pikmin 4 was and you know what? This is interesting because this connects to what we're talking about, easy games and sales. Because we saw how much Odyssey sold, Bonanza's selling so much. Pikmin 4, which I think they purposely made a little bit easier to appeal to more audience and a younger audience, is the best-selling Pikmin game in the series. The best one. Yeah. And so I think that they're thinking, you see, we made it a little bit easier so younger people can enjoy it. Let's do it again. And so that's why I think Pikmin 5 is going to be easier as well. But there's definitely going to be Pikmin 5. Oh my God.
Wait. You say Pikmin 4 is easier, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But you was talking about Stephanie hating that game. I don't know why. She was hating that game.
My wife hates. I don't know if she's still awake now. If she's watching, she hates Pikmin so much.
Everybody was dying in that game.
She does. She really hates Pikmin.
Wow, the hate is real.
Give me a sec. I'm just trying to sort out the chat because the chat's acting a bit funny at the moment. Hold on, I'm just going to try sort that. But yeah, do you see another question? Just while I'm sorting something out, but that you can read. Give me a sec, guys. I'm just checking something. Let me see. I'm just seeing if this works. No, was it done? It's got all up there. What's that bit here? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm gonna have to read it from the side. I can still see your questions, so they won't be in big writing, but I can still see them anyway. So something happened to the chat, so I'll do it here anyways. So let's have a look here. Here we go. That's the hard mode. So I've seen that question. Here we go. DG says Mario Land games remade. Like which ones? I don't know. But Mario Land 3D would be a cool one. They could remake that Mario Land 3D. From the 3DS, that would be awesome. That would be amazing if they remade that. Oh my God! Are there any Mario games, Bidia, that you would like Nintendo to remake?
To remake? Damn. I would like a remake of Mario World. I really love that game. So a remake with the visual of Mario Wonder. I would like that.
Oh yeah,
Mario World looking like Mario Wonder. That would be
Yeah. That I don't know which one. You know, I think I just Galaxy 2. You know what? You know what would be cool if they do you know what would be cool if they remade Mario World from the Super Nintendo but in 3D? Oh, if they did that, that would be good. Let me just try something now. Why have I keep messing this up? 1 second. Let me just. Oh, hold on. I realized what I've done. Give me a sec. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make the chat big. I've realized the mistake I made. Sorry. 1 second, my friends. What a complete donkey ATB is. 1 second. Hold on. I'm just trying to make something so I can see the chat way bigger.
DC says, and did you saw the logo that get leaked about the 40th anniversary?
Yeah, but I think it's fake, no?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I never saw that.
Okay, hold on. I've got the chat work. I've got the thing working again now. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so I can show you guys that now, actually. Okay, let's show you guys. So there was, yeah, I've seen it somewhere. Hold on. There is a, give me a sec here. I've seen it here. So we go over to the news. 1 sec, friends. So if I go over to the news, it's here somewhere. Let me just, why is that not disappearing? Yeah, on the Switch, 100%. 100%. Oh, hold on, one second, video. It's here. Here we go. So here you go. I've seen it here in my Nintendo News. So it says here, look at this video. I haven't seen it yet. I've just seen someone read it out. So it goes, rumor, Nintendo. Oh, here you go. Oh. It says, Nintendo may have accidentally uploaded image of Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary logo. But it says false. So is this meant to be it? Is that meant to be, what's this? I don't know. It says, oh, okay. Apparently, but it says update. Apparently, this has now been debunked. So it's already been said that it's false. The iconic Super Mario Bros. Franchise is celebrating its 40th anniversary. This is September, and several posts have flooded social media claiming that the Kyoto-based company accidentally uploaded an image of the 40th anniversary logo last night. Nintendo will certainly celebrate this milestone, but when remains a mystery along with its content. Let's hope we don't have to wait too long to find out. And was it Mario on the news? What's that meant? Is that meant to be it? Is it meant to be what this here? This picture here? That's not a logo. That's just I don't know what that is. But whatever it is, it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be real, anyways. So whatever it was meant to be, yeah, it's been debunked already, my good friends. It's been debunked already. So now I can get your questions. Let's have a look. See here. Let's read a few more before we go. Oh, are we ever gonna get a hologram? Bidia, you play this game. Are we ever gonna have a hologram Yu-Gi-Oh? Is it Yu-Gi-Oh games?
Yeah.
You play it, Bidia. Bidia always plays it.
Yeah, I can play. I don't want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh because the one that just write that chat is my best friend, so I don't want to talk about that.
I've never played. Who's that? 1-1. I never played it. I never played.
Hey, Jesus love you. Jesus love you.
I've never played it. No. I've never. Hold on, and this is for the chat as well. What's the biggest, most famous game that you've not played? That you haven't played, but it's the biggest game, but you haven't played. What is it? And for the chat as well, what's the biggest game any of you know but haven't played? It's a few
for me. That people feel that's a huge
a huge game, but that you haven't played.
GTA 5. I never touched it. I never played. I respect GTA, but I really don't care about GTA.
You never played GTA 5?
No,
but it's on really. On every system.
Not Switch. Not Switch.
No Switch. It's true. 86 says Halo. For me, it's I don't know. What's the biggest game that I haven't played? That's the biggest. Oh, you know what? This is a big one. Final Fantasy 7. Never played.
Neither.
You never played it as well.
I'm worse. I don't like Final Fantasy in general. I don't like those games.
Yeah, I don't know how much I would like them. I don't know how much I would like them.
Me and Final Fantasy, we have some sort of problem. I don't know why. Hey, wait. You get to play Kingdom Hearts?
No, I never played Kingdom Hearts either.
Me either.
Yeah, 86 says never as well. A Belia no le gusta. All right, so I think we're gonna leave it there. Creo que lo dejamos.
No, 86 lenses. You know, he's a hater.
86 is a hater.
No, he's a hater.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, never. Anything que es trash in Final Fantasy. Oh, hold on. I see another one here. Hold on. I can see it hasn't popped up here, but I can see it there. Captain Wright says, oh, wait, what is this? It says a question. Let's have a look. It says, Metroid Prime 4 and other ones in series. I also haven't played. Oh, you've never played any of the Metroid? I also haven't played, but heard of them, but would like to play them. But you know what? I feel like because they've only sold 3 million, a lot of people haven't played Metroid. Isn't it? Like, I think that's the problem.
So, question, ATV, you would like to see Metroid Other M on Switch 2?
Yeah, I would. I said this a few times. I would love to see Other M remade on Switch. I don't care. It was a fun game. That was a good game. I don't care what anyone says.
I like it. I really enjoy it.
You liked it, no?
Yeah, I mean, I really like it. I play it on the Wii. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to think like any other big games I haven't played that are big. I've played Gears of War, but only a tiny bit. Not really played Gears of War properly. I'm trying to think what else other big game I haven't played that's huge. I don't know. There must be some Sony ones I have. Do you know what? I tell you what. I've never played Halo. Oh, in fact, it's the same as 86. I've never played Halo. Never played Halo.
Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout played. Yep.
You played?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fallout 4. Fallout 4 I played.
Dios mío.
Yeah, it was quite good.
I never played Fallout in my life.
Yeah, Templo, ¿cuál fue el juego más grande que no has jugado nunca?
Zelda.
Tú, Donkey Kong. His is Donkey Kong. You never played Donkey Kong, Vidia.
Oh.
Here we go. Oh, Captain Rice says, which Metroid Prime game should I play first that you think is good? I mean, they're all amazing, though. They are. But if you've got Switch, Captain Wright, you've got to play the remaster of Metroid Prime 1.
The Fusion one. Metroid Fusion. If you got it online, play Fusion.
Do you know what I would play if I was Captain Wright? I would play Metroid Prime 1 remaster and Metroid Dread. Because you get a 3D one and a 2D one. If you haven't played that. But yeah, see, the 86 is saying play Prime 1 remaster. Yeah, absolutely. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah. So you know what I want to, before we go, this is what I want to hear from the crowd, so from the audience. Before we go, everyone in the audience, give me one Nintendo Direct prediction, and I'm going to try and read them all out. So this is the last question for our audience. We got just one Nintendo Direct prediction.
Can I see one?
And Bida, you can figure one. Yeah, maybe one you haven't already.
Astral Chain 2?
Oh, you Astral Chain 2? I don't think so. Oh man. Do you want to hear something? I messaged the guy who does the voice of the guy in it a long time ago on X, and at the time he said he still hadn't been asked to do work on it. I was like, oh no way. But this is a while ago now. So hopefully, Captain Rice says I'll do that. Oh, JDog4789 says some Halo game will be at the Direct. Oh, there we go. That's a good one. There we go. Some Halo game will be at the Direct. What do you think, Bidya? What % chance do you think yes out of 100? 60%, 70%, 80%, or 100%?
Wow.
That a Halo game appears at the Nintendo Direct. I think that's a good chance. I think that's a very good chance.
That would be hard.
Yeah.
So, but PlayStation is getting Gears of War. Gears of War is like maybe Zelda. I think so for Xbox. So who knows?
That's a good one. Yeah. See, 86 says 86 says 70%. He agrees with JDog that some Halo game will be at the Direct. By the way, JDog, are you new? I think if you're new, clap for my friend, just in case. Templo says, the game Templo hasn't played is Red Dead Redemption. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Ese es uno grande. Ese es uno grande. Ese es un grande. That's a big one. That's what she said. 86 says Call of Duty 6. Do you think Call of Duty 6 is going to be there? Oh, I don't know. I think it's coming. But I don't know if it's going to be the Direct. I don't know if it's going to be at the
I
Direct.
don't know about Call of Duty this year for the Switch 2. Ooh,
I don't know.
I hope so, but I don't see that.
Okay, for me, if we're talking Microsoft games and prediction, there's one game I would put everything that is at the Direct, and that is Sea of Thieves. I like this 100%. All my money, that's at the Direct. And then 85%, I think Doom Dark Ages is there as well. And then a Halo game, even though I do think 100% a Halo game is coming to Switch 2, to be at this Direct, I think like 65%, I think. But J-Dog says, here we go. Oh, wait. First, Captain Right says, Phantom Hourglass remake will be my prediction for the Direct. Oh, that's a bold prediction. A bold prediction. God damn. Here's the one. Do you think we'll see anything about Imagine? Bilia, Imagine. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
In Wonder World. Okay, I'm ready.
You ready? The Direct's nearly finished. We've got all these big Microsoft games, Capcom games, Ubisoft games, Square Enix games, all these games.
Okay.
We haven't seen it, and we got a Prime 4 release date. Very nice, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says one more thing, one more announcement, and then it goes dark.
Bayonetta 4.
No. It goes dark, and then you hear the intro music of Ocarina of Time.
No,
and it just says
wait. I hate
working on Ocarina of Time remake.
That would be huge.
Even when I said it, Bidia, I felt like tingles in my back. Oh my god. I made myself get tingles. And you see the horse.
Ocarina of Time remake.
Oh. We don't even see anything. It's like when they showed us Prime 4, just the date.
Like Prime
just
4.
The title. Ocarina of Time remake.
In the future. Yeah, but because the last some sort of remaster remake that we have about Zelda Ocarina of Time, that would be 3DS one, right?
Yeah. Oh, do you know what no one said? No one's even mentioned GameCube games in the Direct.
Oh yeah. We can touch a little bit about it. So, what other game? No, I know we will never, ever going to see that in that online and system in a Resident Evil game. Resident Evil 4? Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah. No. I do think I do think we're gonna see Resident Evil.
Not 4. I can't see Veronica.
Cold Veronica.
I can see that.
Oh,
4?
that's what I want.
don't see that.
Because I want to see Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, all these games. Good. 7, 8, perfect. But what I want more is one, what you said, Cold Veronica remake or Revelations 3 exclusive. Yeah, that's what I want.
Wow. Wait. We are talking about the online, but you just say Revelation 3.
Yes. Oh, you're talking about GameCube. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What debate's talking about?
For GameCube, yeah. No, for GameCube, it's very easy what I want. Beautiful Joe 1 and 2 and Killer 7.
Oh.
And Killer 7.
Yeah, Killer 7, Beautiful Joe, I can see that.
Those are the 3 games I want, yeah, for GameCube, yeah. Osgood Dreamer says, hi to you, it's been a while. Welcome back. Osgood Dreamer, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you back. Templar says, I prefer a Zelda 2 remake. I said I want a remake of Zelda 2 as well. 1,000 times over. It's more necessary than Ocarina. Es verdad, Templo. Yo he dicho muchas veces que me gustaría que Mercury Steam hagan un remake de Zelda 2 también. Me encantaría. J-Dog says, but yeah, I would love Halo to be at this Direct. It's been rumored for so long to come. There will be Halo news in October though, so if it's not here, then maybe there will be it will be announced. Yeah, I think Halo 100% comes to Switch anyways. 100% Halo.
I don't know.
You don't think?
If they bring Halo to PlayStation and Nintendo, it's like...
Yeah.
It's like, for what?
Microsoft is putting their games everywhere.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Everywhere. They don't care.
And now PlayStation is doing the same thing. So
exactly. They don't care anymore. Their games are everywhere. Yeah. You're gonna have like what's it called? Microsoft games, Xbox games on people's Apple Watches. You know, like that's where you can see them. They're everywhere. It's crazy. These people have no shame.
Want to be everywhere.
Absolutely. So
because you remember when people was talking about, hey, we can see on, I don't know if people was talking about this first Switch or Switch 2, talking about, hey, we can see the Game Pass on Switch.
Yeah.
So nobody's talking about that anymore. So can you see in the future?
Oh, the Game Pass on Switch. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see that, but who knows?
You know what? I was convinced Game Pass was going to come to Nintendo hardware. I was convinced, but now you're right. I don't know. I'm not sure, but not because Microsoft doesn't want to. I think Microsoft would love to put Game Pass on Nintendo. I think they would love that. No. I think it's Nintendo that's like, nah.
No, wait. But PlayStation, Xbox can bring the Game Pass to PlayStation. So are you trying to say that PlayStation say no to that too?
No, I think PlayStation would say yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, not right away, but eventually. I think so.
Who knows? Maybe.
Think so. It's crazy. Imagine in like 3 years, we might be playing Halo on Switch 2. We might be playing God of War and Last of Us on Switch 2 as well. Imagine if you said this 5 years ago. Imagine if you, or during the GameCube and the Xbox, or not even GameCube, the Wii, Xbox 360, and PS3. In those years, in 2006, if you said to someone as a Nintendo fan, you can laugh at the Wii. But in 2027, we're going to have Halo, we're going to have your God of War, we're going to have your Last of Us. They would think you're crazy, man. They would put you in hospital straight away.
You're smoking that good one.
Right, okay, my friends. I think we're going to leave it there, my friends. But don't go, because I'm going to thank everyone I can see in the chat. It'd be rude not to. So, hold on. And as I said, I'll be back tomorrow. I've got to review this dock that I've got here. Hold on. In fact, what I'm going to do is, if anyone's interested, I'm going to review this dock for the Switch 2. And then when the review is up, I'm going to give it away as well. So keep your eyes peeled, because I'm going to link it up in my X when I'm done recording and doing the review. And then, and plus they've given me a code. So if anyone wants to use my channel, you get 10% discount off. But I'm going to give this one away after I review it in the next video. So keep your eyes peeled. I've tested it. Works very well. It's very convenient. But right, anyways, my friends. So let me go through the names I can see in the chat as I say goodbye. So we can see Captain Rye. Thank you so much, Captain Rye, for dropping by. 86. Thank you so much, 86. Templos del Dero. Muchísimas gracias por pasar por aquí, amigo mío. Osgood Dreamer, thank you so much for coming back to the channel, my friend. Hope you're well. J-Dog again, thank you so much for dropping by. J-Dog, awesome to see you here. Captain Wright, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Let me just keep scrolling. Oh, of course, we had Mr. 11. Thank you so much for dropping by. Saya Jamie también for dropping by. Kuromiko también. Thank you so much for dropping by. DG, thank you for dropping by. Mr. Tony's in the house from Canada. Thank you so much, Tony, for dropping by, my good friend. Awesome to see you here. Endo Kuken, thank you so much for dropping by. Also, my good friend Crafty Cookie was here. Thank you so much, Crafty Cookie, for dropping by. Hold on, Zach Minger was here as well a while ago. Thank you so much, Zach, for dropping by again. Good to see you, my friend. Connor was here. Thank you so much, Connor, for dropping by. And then just keep scrolling. Sorry, my friends. I like to try and get as many names as possible. It's rude not to say thanks. Bidia does it as well. But after a while, look, see, look, now the chat doesn't let me go up any higher. Boo. It's so annoying. But Nintendo Prime was here with a super chat. Thank you so much, Nintendo Prime. I did say 86.
Shout out to Prime.
Yeah. Who else was here that in the beginning? I'm trying to remember. Oh, we had Mario Glitch was here right at the beginning. Mario Glitch was here. Jess was here. Stephanie's friend was here as well. So thank you so much, guys. I know I'm going to forget names because it doesn't let you go to the top. It's so annoying. But my friends, I will be back tomorrow with all the latest Nintendo news as always. Whatever it's going to be, I'm sure there's going to be even more rumors on the Nintendo Direct and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as I get all the latest info, if anything changes, I'm going to let you guys know on here in a video, on X, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, expect to see me tomorrow with all the latest news. And I might even stream to finish Donkey Kong if I don't finish it right now before I go to bed. I'll see. But until then, my good friends, this is Bidia507.
Follow us on X.
Pause. This is Bidia 507 who's been with me. Make sure you follow him. His description is in the chat. Bidia, where can the people find you, and what are you going to be doing next? Surely you're going to be streaming Donkey Kong Country in 20 minutes.
I'm not going to stream Donkey Kong.
Everyone boo him.
Next week, I will. No, sorry, Sayajimi. Next week, Culpa y TV. So yeah, you can find me in my channel and Birriando con Birria. So I will play maybe in 30 minutes. I will start playing that. I think Fortnite or Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that, because I was going to play Donkey Kong, but change of plans. So,
what they should do is, if you play Fortnite, because it's free, everyone here in the chat, go make sure you follow Bidia. His description, his link is in the description below, and then flood his Fortnite and make sure you give him shots for not doing Donkey Kong. Boo!
Wow, thank you.
Right, my friends. Okay, so me and Bidia will see you later. Everyone have an awesome night, and I'll catch you. And by the way, you can follow me also on YouTube and all that kind of stuff, but also my Discord is in the description below if you guys want to follow me there as well. So until then, my good friends, from me and Bidia 507, have an awesome night. Bye, guys. Bye.